Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate a use case with Chargebee and RevLock integration. It's a 1 year subscription with paid upfront. Sometime mid of the contract, customer will lower the number of users, which causes Chargebee to create a new refund or credit note. I will show how that credit note gets synchronized into RevLock and what effect it has on the contract. So let's jump right in. What I already have is a plan, which is annual 1 year. This plan has $120 price tag on it for each user. All right, and then we'll go and we'll create the new subscription. I will choose customer Acme, and for the plan, we'll choose annual 1 year, the US dollar currency, and the yearly frequency. Okay, so as you can see, it automatically pulls up the price. We'll say we're selling 100 units of this. Let's put a subscription ID here, and the date of activation for this contract will be December 20th, and then it's an auto renew subscription, so that's what we'll keep it forever. Create. Okay, so now the subscription is created. As you can see, it says future because it will be activated on December 20th. The current time on the system is November 20, 2020. So let's move this time machine to somewhere in January. What this will do, this will actually activate this subscription and would create the first invoice for this client. Okay, if you scroll down, you'll see there is a new invoice here, which is for the period of December 20th, 2020 to December 20th, 2021. So now what we'll do, we'll go into the subscription, edit it, and change the number of users from 100 to 75. Okay, so as you can see, the chart will go down. What Chargebee will do, it would actually create a refund of $2,767 and would immediately credit that to the customer's bank account. Okay. All right, so when you go down, you see there is this exclamation here that shows you that there's a credit note. We'll go into credit note to see exactly which credit note it is. Let's move the time machine all the way to current. All right, so that all looked good. Let's now go into RevLock and see how, when we pull this data into RevLock, how it shows up. So what we'll do, we'll go into the sync function, click on connect, and would run a sync job. In a normal situation where your RevLock is synchronizing automatically, you will not have to do this. This is when you have to do an ad hoc sync that you just that you need. You can always trigger this. This will take a couple minutes. I'll be back when it's done. Thank you. The job is completed now. So now let's go look at the data that is in RevLock. So you can see there's a job successfully completed. We'll go to customers. You see there's one customer, Acme, which got synchronized from Chargebee. Some general information about the customer and the sales order that we created. So when we go into the sales order, we're first presented with the general information, customer name, date of the contract started, your total contract value, and all the useful information. Sales order items. If you expand it, you'll see two items here. First is the actual subscription, actual contract that was initially sold. If I expand it, you see it shows us it's 100 units at $120 each. The service start date was December 20th, 2020, and then had a full 12-month term on it, which makes the service end date to be the next year's December 2021. If I open the next item, this item is representing the credit note that was sent out. So you can see that it's a 24/5 items the contraction happened because we moved from 100 to 75. So there was a refund for the remaining 25 items. If you look at the delivery start date, the delivery start date is January 17th. This is the day when we created this modification to the subscription. The end date is still coterminous. That goes all the way to the end of the contract. Let's see how revenue arrangement looks. In revenue arrangement, there are the three expansion panels. There's general sales order information. We have revenue elements, which is similar to what is in the contract view, but except for it kind of shows you how much revenue is allocated. Since we have only one item in this contract, there is no revenue reallocation. For revenue plan, okay, so as you can see, it started taking the revenue, and then for the first month of December, there's a prorated charge of $395 because it was a mid of the month contract. If you go into January, there is a high revenue recognition because this is for the 100 units that were sold, and then going forward, there is the decrease in the revenue because now we're taking the revenue recognition for an amount which is less. Let's look at the tabular form. It will show us things in more detail. As you can see, for the month of December, that's when the subscription actually started. We have $394 prorated charge based on number of days. January is when the modification actually happened. So you can see $876.75, and then since there's a decrease in revenue, you can see a consistent revenue recognition over the period of the contract. If you want to look at further details of this item, you can always uncheck this collapse button. And what it will do is it will actually create two separate, show you the plan for both the item individually. This was the original item that was sold, $998 each month recognized over the period of 12 months. And then you have annual, the credit note, which was for which there was a January start date, and this was a prorated $123 revenue recognized in negative because it's a credit note, and then there's consistent revenue recognition for the rest of the 12 months. So that's how RevLock will handle any credit notes that were sent out to the customer. I hope I was able to explain this scenario. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to answer them. Thank you.